Welcome to all of you. This video is about the chapter The Devastating Tsunami from the book The English Connection 7th Standard. And topics we will cover in this video, only two, that are first about the chapter, a quick summary, and then question answers. So this chapter is about Japan's tsunami. On 11th March 2011, the devastating tsunami that swept over cities and farmlands in Japan killed thousands. More than 1,90,000 people were rendered houseless, and tens of thousands of others had to be evacuated from their homes due to the nuclear radiation crisis which followed after it. What was the reason of this tsunami? The reason of tsunami was an earthquake. 8.9 magnitude earthquake was there on Friday 2:46 p.m. Tokyo time, and due to this earthquake the waves were high as 30 feet, and this caused a tsunami, and this tsunami caused the worst disaster to hit Japan since World War II. Then in this chapter we have the stories, multiple stories, how they faced, what were their reactions, and what were their stories. So first story is about Harumi Watanabe. She was in her shop at that time when earthquake was there. She just thought that she has to save her parents, but the waves were so high and so in a within fraction of time that she was unable to save, and the waves separated her with her parent due to uh, waves separated her from her parents. Then another story is about the Hiromitsu Shinkawa. He was 60-year-old, and when he saw that tsunami waves are there approaching to him, he just ran home to gather his belongings, but he was not able to do anything. Everything was destroyed, and he was found in an amazing 10 miles away from the land, and he was saved by the rescue team. Then another story is of a Nobiru town story. In Nobiru, this is a town. It was totally swept away by the giant wall of water by the tsunami. But in this town, Shimizu Yashiro, he was 26-year-old. He emerges. He was alive with his baby, and that was a miraculous story, that his baby was only 10 days old. So these are the stories of the, we can say, miraculous stories, that people were saved, how they were saved, how they were reacted. They were not fully aware of all these things. Then not only these two things were happened, uh, after earthquake, then tsunami was there, then there was an oil storage tank. There was a fire, the blazing fire was there due to an oil storage tank. And then after it, what was the another dangerous thing, that there was a leakage. There was a leakage in the nuclear power plants, and due to why the radioactive leakage, and it was very harmful for the Japanese people. But we can say, after reading all these things, that the Japanese, they were emerged as true heroes, because a report said one small shop, with this line we can understand, one small shop can serve as a good example of what is going on in the city. The shop has all its windows and its glass door broken. There is an ATM and shelves with food products inside and no one guarding it. However, nothing has been looted. So this was the nature of a society in which one cares for his neighbor. That was the true and genuine nature of the societal character of the Japanese society. That was very good. In spite of insecurity, they were not looting, and they were not stealing anything from that sources. Now let us understand the question answers. So first of all, there is MCQs. There are three questions. First is, the survivors of the tsunami that ravaged Japan's northeast coast had one thing in common. They options. There is D option is correct, did not give up. Then second, the tsunami on 11th March 2011 was the result of, answer C, an earthquake. Now third, the writer calls Japanese true heroes. Why? Answer is D, they do not loot neighborhood shops or ATMs. Then section B, there is only 3 questions. First is, do you think Harumi Watanabe and Hiromitsu Shinkawa were aware of the dangers that lay ahead after the earthquake? Answer, no, I don't think. Harumi Watanabe and Hiromitsu Shinkawa were aware of the danger that lay ahead after the earthquake. If they were aware, they could have their family members alive. Second question. Despite the horror beneath mud and waves, people all over Japan's northeast coast experienced such miracles. What were the miracles that they experienced? Answer. Despite the horror beneath the mud and waves, people all over Japan's northeast coast experienced such miracles. Many people miraculously survived in the tsunami. First, barely 10 days old baby was alive. And second, Hiromitsu Shinkawa was also survived in the amazing 10 miles away from the land after 2 days when he swept away out to sea. Then question 3. What caused the blazing fires? Answer. An oil storage tank caused the blazing fires. Section C. There are 2 questions. First is, a caller who rang a London radio station said that the disaster had been caused by a man who was forever drilling for oil and making the plant angry at the intrusion. What do you think what he meant? Answer. The earth in the view of this scholar was like some vast animal shrugging its belt at an irritating flea bite, and mankind was irritating flea. Question number 2. How does the writer bring out man's insignificance as compared to the power of nature? Answer. Man is nothing but a part of nature. Nature is undefeated and powerful. It can do anything. If it can make everything so beautiful, it can also destroy everything, and no one can stop and control it. For example, tsunami. Man cannot do anything except than using what is already available in nature. So man is insignificant. So this is all about the chapter. I hope it will be helpful for your revision. Thanks a lot for watching this video. God bless us all. If it is liked by you, please subscribe the channel and share the video.